Oh yeah, we got some Johnny Depp Amber Heard news for you today. We got some fucking updates.
Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks. Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist.
And welcome back to another episode of DarthNews Special Edition. Shut up, Tina. Everybody loves Johnny. In case you didn't know, Johnny Depp's libel trial against The Sun, that stupid tabloid, begins today. And on opening day, Johnny's team brought the heat. They brought the receipts, and they made Amber look like a crazy bitch, no matter what the other side says. I've seen some shill websites going, oh, this just started and it's already a mess. A total mess. It's not a mess. Johnny Depp owned. He fucking owned and pwned. He pwned it! Now there's a whole lot to get through, so we're gonna take our time today. Kind of like what I do with most of my videos, where they're pretty long, you know. But we're gonna read through a bunch of different articles that came out today regarding what happened in court. And we're gonna talk about it periodically. But we're gonna go through it. You know, for those of you who are like, you should make your video shorter. Well, I mean, I get it. I get what you're saying. But my channel is more like, you know, a porno that has way too much dialogue. You know, like where like there's like a story. You know, it's like, why am I watching the story when you're here just for the fucking? It's like, could you just get to the banging, please? Could you just get to that part? Well, guess what? Some people enjoy the foreplay. Okay, some people enjoy the story. It's called a build-up. But you fucking cucks wouldn't know anything about that. Hey, why did the cuck cross the road? Any guess? To tell his wife's boyfriend who lives across the street that she's ready for round 3. But today we're gonna skip the foreplay and get right to the anal. No, Tina, there's no lube involved. It makes you a stronger person if you don't use lube. As Johnny and Amber walked into court this morning, they both entered from separate entrances. Probably to avoid, you know, some kind of battle royale. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Applejack, hit it! And here we are over at page 6. It looks like Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's courtroom showdown is off to an explosive start. Johnny Depp admitted in court today that he has taken, and I quote, every drug known to man, but insisted that he was not a monster who beat his ex-wife Amber Heard. Depp quickly was confronted over his heavy drug use, troubled childhood, and his notorious hotel trashing tantrum in New York as he took the stand in the UK's High Court on the first day of his 3-week libel case. That's right, this is going to go on for 3 weeks. We got lots of news coming your way. The Pirates of the Caribbean star admitted to having used cocaine, ecstasy, LSD, mushrooms, and cannabis, calling them, and I quote, the only thing I found to numb the pain. I mean, can you blame the man? I mean, and to be honest, LSD, mushrooms, and cannabis are not exactly destructive drugs. Cocaine, ecstasy, we can talk. Complaining of a difficult childhood, he said he struggled with his fame, explaining, even when I speak my own name, it sounds foreign to me. Now, if you don't know this, Johnny Depp doesn't watch his own movies. He doesn't like he was the man who was never supposed to be famous. He was the reluctant hero, the reluctant actor, the reluctant superstar. It's like he always wanted to be an artist, either a musician or an actor. But I don't think he wanted this kind of fame, and he probably had a very difficult time dealing with it, and he probably still does to this day. He denied having a nasty, angry side even as he was confronted about trashing a New York Mark hotel in 1994. So they want to bring up some kind of anger fit he had in 1994? Are you 26 years ago? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know the exact amount of damage Depp said when it was suggested he caused $10,000 in damage, dismissing it as a few dents. Yes. He blamed it on a particularly bad couple of days, saying I was angry and that didn't mean that I had an anger problem. On the occasion, I chose to express my anger. Yeah, exactly. That doesn't mean he has an actual anger problem. But people get angry. That's what human beings do. People get angry, they punch a wall. I mean, they're really, really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. The court also heard a statement from the actress Ellen Barkin, who said Depp had thrown a bottle of wine across a hotel room on one occasion as he has gotten jealous and angry. Untrue, Depp replied, saying that Barkin held a grudge. I think a lot of these women did because he was like, I don't want you anymore. And they're like, no, you'll never leave me. Don't leave me. He's like, no, fuck you. Depp's lawyer, David Sherborne, also read an extract from a 2015 tape in which Heard called the actor a fucking baby during an alleged attack. Ooh boy. Amber and Johnny Depp arrived separately at a London court on Tuesday. Yeah, like I said, they both showed up at different entrances to avoid any kind of confrontations. Amber said, and I quote, "You got hit, but I did not punch you." Heard 34 told him on a tape, according to the report, "I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you," the male said. Whatever, Johnny. I was hitting you. I was hitting you, okay? I wasn't decking you. Okay, I didn't deck you. Okay, there's a difference. There's a difference between hitting and decking, all right? Do you understand? But again, the most sensational revelation from Depp was that he decided to divorce Heard after feces was left in their bed. In a written statement, the actor said, and I quote, "Heard or possibly one of her friends, I.O., Raquel, was possibly responsible for the incident, but claimed she dismissed it as, and I quote, just a harmless prank. It was just a prank. I was just kidding. It was a joke. It was a joke. Okay, it was a joke, Johnny. It was a joke." And he said it was the final straw in their deteriorating marriage. A very rapidly deteriorating marriage. And yeah, that would be a big fucking straw for me. I absolutely would make that the final straw. You take a shit in our bed, I don't care if it was you or your friends, you're all immature and you all can go fuck off. Goodbye. We're getting divorced tomorrow. Today he took to the stand to deny ever hitting Heard, as a series of news stories alleged and said it was inconceivable that he would ever hit a woman, citing his southern upbringing and saying he considers chivalry very important. Again, if you've watched any videos of Johnny Depp interacting with fans or women, it's always very kind, very chivalrous, just a very down-to-earth human being. And his defense team reeled off a string of incidents in which she had allegedly attacked him throughout their marriage, including when she threw a vodka bottle at him, severing his finger in Australia in 2015. Depp also cited another incident in which she repeatedly punched him in the face on a private jet in 2014. On his private jet. Yeah. Now here's what I don't understand. This is what I find inconceivable. Amber Heard at the time was married to the world's most powerful celebrity. One of them. Like, hands down, he was one of the top shelf. One of the most powerful actors, famous superstars in the world. You're flying around the world in his private jet. You're in his fucking jet. You're living off his dime. And you have the nerve to punch him in the fucking face? If anybody let me just take a one-way trip in their private jet, I would be sucking their dick. Metaphorically. What? Oh, I mean, sure, it depends. Well, let's not. I mean, maybe. Anyway, so she punched him in the face on a private jet in 2014 and claimed that she had punched him again as he fled to the toilet. In contrast, the actress's lawyers painted Depp as a domestic abuser who repeatedly attacked her when he was drunk or high on drugs. Okay, but where is the evidence? Where's the evidence? You can say that he was on a drug bender and beat the shit out of her all you want, but that's just hearsay. I mean, we got 3 more weeks in this, so there's a lot more to come, but you would think instead of just claiming that he was an abuser and using that as evidence, your claims, you should have brought some kind of like concrete evidence. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? No, I'm not. I mean, maybe I am. I'm wrong a lot, to be honest. You probably should click out of this video because I'm super uninformed. You can claim he did those things, but where's the fucking evidence? Johnny's bringing evidence. Where's your evidence? Alright boys, we're bringing it back to page 6 for another banger. That's right, Amber Heard's alleged affairs with Elon Musk, James Franco, resurfaced in court today. Ooh, super spicy. Okay, let's read on. Johnny Depp's lawyers heaped more mud on Amber in court on Tuesday, meaning that they threw a bunch of shit at her. Repeating claims that she cheated on the Pirates of the Caribbean star with Tesla chief Elon Musk and actor James Franco, a report said. Depp's lawyer called the alleged hookups, and I quote, extramarital affairs, or extra relationship affairs, the Daily Mail said. The claims surfaced on opening day. That's right, on opening day, you gotta start with a banger. You gotta bring the heat right off the fucking start. Let's keep going. Testifying Tuesday, Depp denied ever hitting Heard or any woman, claiming it was inconceivable. We already read all that. Let's keep going. And of course, both Musk and Franco have denied being romantically involved with Heard while she was with Depp. And we all know that's a load of shit. Franco starred in a May 2016 surveillance video. I like how they said starred. He was the star of the show. He starred in a 2016 surveillance video that showed him getting into an elevator with Heard the day after Depp allegedly gave her a black eye. Heard and Depp separated that month after barely a year of marriage. Okay, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with this one, but I think we all know, without a shadow of a doubt, that Elon and Franco are guilty as fuck. Okay, they're guilty. I don't want to hear it. They're guilty. And I think every time Amber went into the elevator with Franco, or Elon, but with Franco specifically, because that was one day after she filed for the restraining order and said that he was abusive, she did this, you know, she walked into the elevator like, why do you think she did that? Not because she's ashamed that she's with, you know, Elon or Franco, but because she's hiding the fact that she most likely doesn't have a black eye. I mean, it doesn't take a smart person to figure out that's Amber and that's James Franco. She knew she was gonna get caught, but she didn't want anyone to see the non-existent bruise. But then again, that could just be me being a, you know, a sexist, misogynist. I could be completely wrong. Maybe she really did get beat up, you know? Maybe she did. Maybe we should start defending Amber. You know, I never thought of it like that. You know, maybe what if we have this wrong? Can you imagine that? No, don't think like that, Darth. Don't think like that. Ooh, but what if? Like, what if? What if? I like playing the what if game. What if Johnny actually did everything she said? And then he cut off his own finger to try to frame it on her. Yeah, wouldn't that be a twist? That would be like a secret window twist. You know what I mean? Okay, that's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. Johnny's innocent. All right, we're over here at People.com. The title reads, Johnny Depp says Amber Heard had an agenda in marrying him as he takes stand in libel trial. We all knew she had an agenda. Every gold-digging bitch does. Now, Johnny Depp is suing the Sun tabloid after they ran a headline essentially calling him a wife-beater and destroying his entire career. However, Heard's lawyer Eric George denied the allegations today against the actress, saying in a statement obtained by People that the evidence in this case is clear. Johnny Depp repeatedly beat Amber Heard. What evidence are you talking about? Am I missing something? Where is the evidence? Are you talking about that awful makeup job that she did to herself? What are you talking about? Amber's douchebag lawyer, Eric George, goes on to say, by the way, Eric George, 2 first names. Never trust anybody with 2 first names. I'm telling you right now. Never do it. I'm being a little bit facetious, but seriously. Anyway, he goes on to say, the increasingly desperate attempts by Mr. Depp and his enablers to revive his career by initiating baseless litigation against so many people once close to him, his former lawyers, former managers, and his former spouse, are not fooling anyone. Oh, go drink some more soy, you fucking... I want to get so mad right now, but I won't. I'm going to stay calm. Anyway, if you don't know, the two met while making the 2011 film The Rum Diary together. And in his new court appearance, Depp claimed that Heard came on to him in order to progress her own career. Did you hear that? Progress her own career. She was then extremely friendly to me and keen to tell me about the breakup with her former partner that she had recently gone through. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have seen the red flag warning signs. I don't blame the man. You know, hindsight's always 20/20. You can't predict the future, especially if someone is pretending to be in love with you. I just feel bad for Johnny. But, you know, I used to have this saying that women can fake an orgasm, but men can fake love. Meaning that men can pretend to be in love with you, so that way you fuck them for that fake orgasm. You know what I mean? But it turns out I was completely wrong. Apparently, women are fully capable of manipulating and lying and taking advantage of a man for pretending to be in love with him, you know? Yeah, that's about it. Johnny goes on to say, and I quote, "She was beautiful, seemingly incredibly interested in me and my work, and I fell for it." He continued, "She bombed me with what appeared to be love." See, that's what I'm telling you. She love bombed him, man. It was not until much later that I understood that she had an agenda, namely to get married to me in order to progress her own career and or benefit financially, and she knew how to bring it about. She certainly did. He added, "She knew what she wanted, and I was an easy target." God damn, I'm so sorry, Johnny. I'm so sorry, man. And this is where Depp's claims take a turn for the more creepy, psychotic, spooky. Yeah, so Depp claimed that Heard had well and truly researched me and my interests, and she would try to pose as some sort of expert or intellectual on these things to try to ingratiate herself with me. That sounds crazy. She presented herself as a carbon copy of me, with precisely the same interests, thoughts, favorite writers, taste in music, and art as me, he said in court filings. Rather than seeing this as a calculated, sociopathic, and emotionally dishonest, I convinced myself that it was endearing and sweet. Oh, yeah, she played him so hard. Like, I know love can be intoxicating. I know love can be blinding. It can put on blinders to all of the true qualities, characteristics of somebody, because you just want to have that tunnel vision of the perfect person, because you're not a bad judge of character. Because if you admit that this person's a psycho, then you're admitting that you are a bad judge of character, essentially. Nobody wants to admit that they were wrong. But all the signs were there, man. Like, I don't blame you, Johnny, but all of the signs were there. All of them. Like, so many signs. So I don't exactly feel... I feel bad for you, dude, but like, oh, fuck, dude. The signs were there, man. I just... You had ample time to cut it off, so... You know, it's kind of your fault, Johnny. Like, no offense for sticking around as long as you did. I mean, the second someone chops off my middle finger, well, they can take that part of it and stick it up their ass and get the fuck out of my house. There's the door. Moving on. And after calling his ex-wife calculating and completely emotionally dishonest, Depp then said he's convinced that she came into my life to take from me anything worth taking and then destroy what remained of it. Honestly, I think Amber is the worst kind of human being, like, right behind serial killers and pedophiles. You know what I mean? Like, it goes serial killers, pedophiles, Amber Heard. Or pedophiles, serial killers, Amber Heard. I don't know what's worse. Is being a diddler or a killer? I don't know. I'm not trying to be funny. What's worse? You think Amber Heard's worse? That's fair. Okay, well, let's go with that. It goes Amber Heard, serial killers and pedophiles, tied for number 2. And then it goes Meghan Markle. In addition, his camp introduced bloody photos showing Depp's severed right middle fingertip and the actor lying on a stretcher after what they claim was a particularly vicious fight in Australia in March 2015, just 1 month after they were married. Like, god damn, what? Just a month after. You should have filed for divorce right then and there. He says, Amber severed my finger with the second of 2 thrown vodka bottles at me in the early afternoon of Sunday, March 8th. Depp said he also suffered, and I quote, a cigarette stubbed out on my cheek. What a psychopath. What a psychopath. Heard's camp had previously denied the allegations and claimed to the Post that Depp mutilated himself in a booze and drug-fueled jealous rage. And then he smashed a telephone against the wall and a piece of plastic from the phone severed his digit. No, that is absolute. That is the dumbest, most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. He threw a phone at the wall and a piece of plastic chopped his finger off. Okay. So Johnny mutilated himself, right? He mutilated himself. The phone cut his finger in half. The phone. Okay. Oh, because that just makes so much sense. The phone did it. Oh, okay, Amber, if it was the phone, please show me, Johnny, show me the phone. Let's see the phone with the blood on it. Let's see the broken piece of plastic that could have possibly cut his fucking finger off. Let's see the evidence, because if you're claiming it was the phone, then let's see the phone. But I'm pretty sure that there's got to be some pieces of glass from the bottle with blood all over it. Unless it was a clean cut and it didn't start bleeding for a few seconds later, which is possible. But either way, I want to see the phone. You got Amber like, Johnny, sit still, Johnny, just sit still, Johnny, let me just put it out in your face. I have to ash. There's nowhere to ash, Johnny, just let me see your face. Come here, Johnny, come here. Just let me put it on your face, Johnny. Oh my God, babe, stop moving. I'm just gonna put it out on your cheek, okay? Depp then allegedly used his finger stump to scrawl accusations of infidelity by Heard in blood and blue paint on the walls and on a mirror at their villa. Holy shit, what a savage. Oh my God, people might say that's mentally unstable, but that is savage. That is fucking savage. So right after he gets it chopped off, he's just using the blood from his finger to write messages on the wall. Holy shit. His handiwork, his handiwork included the words, starring Billy Bob Easy Amber, referring to the actor Billy Bob Thornton. Heard has denied cheating on Depp with Thornton. I didn't even know about Thornton. Depp told the court that Heard has a calculating, diagnosed borderline personality. So if it's been diagnosed, then I think case closed, you know what I mean? For example, at the time that the pair met, she repeatedly told me how much she admired my films, Depp said. However, later in our relationship, she admitted that she had never seen any of my films. What? That is so manipulative. Oh my God, I'm so glad these revelations are coming out. Oh my, that is crazy. So she either was telling the truth when she said that she's never seen any of his films, or she's just being a total bitch and just trying to get under his skin. Either way, she's a psycho. And as we all know, Johnny Depp said that the actress, Amber Heard, or one of her friends, took a shit in their bed and claimed it was just a harmless prank. Depp said the disgusting incident occurred after a party for Heard's 30th birthday in their Los Angeles penthouse in May 2016 and following a blow-up fight between the stormy couple. He says, I understand the following morning after the party, Miss Heard or possibly one of her friends defecated in our shared bed, Depp said, according to the statement. On May 12th, 2016, Miss Heard confessed to our estate manager, Kevin Murphy, that leaving the feces in the bed had been just a harmless prank, thereby effectively acknowledging that she had been responsible, whereas she had previously sought to blame our dogs, the star said. So she originally said it was the dogs. Okay, she said it was the dogs. See, she just has to lie and lie, and all she can do is just lie. But Depp said the poop couldn't have been the work of the pair's tiny Yorkshire teacup terriers because they were too small to jump on the high bed and bedsides. Their excrement would have been a lot smaller as well. Yeah, okay, so she's trying to say it's the dog's fault, but the dogs are too small to jump on the bed, and they're too small to leave a big shit like that. Like, you know, when you see, like, if you've ever walked through San Francisco, you see shit on the ground and you're like, that is not dog shit. That is human shit. You know the difference. You just know the difference. And that about wraps up this episode of Darth News Special Edition. Everybody loves Johnny. Don't worry. Everybody hates Amber is coming next. Like, next. It's coming up soon. Don't worry about it. But thank you so much for tuning in. It does mean the world to me that you spent a little bit of your day with me. It's just like, I love you. But if you hated my content, if you thought I was being a bit harsh, if you thought I was being a sexist, or if you just don't like my personality, feel free to dislike the video, because at the end of the day, I don't give a rat's ass. It's just a bunch of clicks and shit, you know? But if you enjoy what I'm doing here, feel free to hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And don't forget to, what's my line? I always forget. And don't forget to pull out. That is POOL. And until next time, if you enjoy, I'm fucking this up so bad. But if you enjoy what I'm doing here, then please feel free to go to my Patreon at www.patreon.com/DarthNews and donate as little as $3 a month. That would be awesome. That'd be super tight. Or if you don't want to do that because it's too much of a commitment, go to DarthNews.com and buy the merch. That way you can give me some free advertising when you walk around. Because people will be like, who the fuck, what is that? Who's Darth News? And you'll be like, you gotta see this guy. This guy's fucking crazy. No, he's crazy. He's crazy. I'm pretty sure he's schizophrenic. Well, okay, I got a joke. You want a joke? Okay. Why did the depressed, white privileged incel cross the road? Any guesses? You know why. Say it. To shoot up a school.
Be gone from me, you soy boy beta cuck. Be gone!